What if we were geese?
Goose and the Geese. Welcome to Goose and the Geese.
Welcome to Goose and the Geese. Today we're
Thank you for
geese.
watching. They're like, they would go back. They're like, did I hear that right? Goose and the Geese. Am I watching the right show?
The booze and the bees, the goose and the geese.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Goose and the Geese.
Goose and the geese, booze and the bees.
Jeez.
Geez, get it? Instead of the bees, they're G's.
Geese.
It's a lot.
What's that we're talking about?
I don't know what we're
I don't know either. Goodbye.
No, we can't do that every episode.
I can and I will.
We're going to do it.
You know what
episode.
I haven't done every episode that I'm surprised you didn't bring up?
You didn't burp every time?
Yeah.
I know. We got better.
I used to for some reason.
Yeah.
That was like a gassy time period.
You're just on it.
Well, maybe it was just when I was drinking a lot of sugar-free Coke. Maybe like
Just sugar-free. Oh, it's Coke.
soda. Yeah.
Soda.
That's when I discovered sugar-free soda can taste like regular soda.
It
I
does.
was very happy.
With way
Not
less
all
calories.
of it though. Because like sugar-free Coca-Cola does not taste like it. But like sugar-free cream soda, root beer, orange
Coke-
Fanta.
Like Coke Zero?
Yeah, no, that tastes totally different than
Does it?
like Coke.
Hmm.
But zero sugar cream soda just tastes like cream soda.
Nice. And it's 0 calories. And
It's just like the certain taste they can get it still
yeah.
without the sugar, I guess.
I feel you. Like this, I just had some banana protein powder. It tastes like bananas. It's delicious.
Are you gonna also do like shakes too?
What
Strawberry shakes
Ooh,
with the banana.
a strawberry banana smoothie?
That's what I meant, yeah,
With
smoothie.
like double banana because it'll have real banana and
That's
like
banana-y.
that's very I love bananas. I think that
Maybe
sounds
throw
good.
a little citrus in there.
A little zest.
A little zest
Little
action.
zesty zest action. I
Berry
like that.
action.
Yeah. Get some acai in there. Acai? What do people call it? Berries. Good berries.
I was gonna ask, do people put blackberries in? They do, right?
Sure, whatever.
In
It's
smoothies?
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Done.
toss it in there.
I was trying to think. I don't know if I've had blackberries in my smoothies, but maybe I have, and I just didn't realize. There's some like fancy smoothies that are like bleh, gross.
Yeah. Yeah. They
Ugh.
put like weird stuff in it, but it's supposed to be like gives you energy and it'll be like ground up wild roots.
There's this smoothie, I think it's or like a yogurt bar near our house, and Minnie and I went one time. And we literally went in and walked out because everything on the menu was unique and fancy, weird, and we were like, we're not going to eat any of this.
Well, there's the one at the St. Philip's Plaza, the smoothie bar that we went.
No, this place was a yogurt place.
Yogurt. Like a froyo?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, so like an ice cream kind of place. Like the
Not ice
Froyo.
cream.
Not
Like-
frozen?
Like like yogurt with like fruit in it and stuff, you know?
Like a parfait bar?
I guess.
That's a good idea.
But they're
Do they
already
call it
like
the ogre 'cause
pre-made.
it's like
No,
a
it's the
parfait?
Nautical Bowls place. You haven't heard of it?
Uh-uh.
It's right by our Target, but
No idea. Wow.
they make these really weird naming, like, now I have to look it up because maybe you'll think it's good. It was just like weird ingredients that
Maybe.
her and I really didn't know. And
I love really weird
sometimes I'm
stuff.
just like, don't be weird with it. Just be like, just throw some fruit.
Just be normal. Yeah.
Like,
Do you know Alex
gotta be
Hormozy
bougie.
wanted to start a froyo bar until he found out their profits were really bad?
really?
Yeah, he's like the amount of competition you have and the amount of work you have to do for the profits you
I
get.
bet. Yeah.
Because you make a lot of money, but a lot of it goes into doing all that stuff and keeping it all cold and keeping it fresh and everything like that.
Okay, so they're called superfood bowls.
Yeah, what's in them?
Okay, so this one's called a Nautical Bowl Classic, which has acai, pitaya, freshly ground
Pitaya?
Pitaya,
I've never heard of that.
pitaya, ground peanut butter, crunchy granola, and cacao nibs.
Cacao?
Cacao nibs.
Man,
And
that sounds good.
Here's another one. Combining blue magique, coconut and mango with crunchy granola, strawberries, coconut flakes, and honey.
Yeah, that sounds fine. I don't know what
I
the
wouldn't
thing
eat
is.
these. Minnie wouldn't eat these. And then there's another one, and
Just got stuff in it.
goji berries, granola, hemp
Goji
seeds,
berries
and
are good.
strawberries.
Goji berries.
I've had them.
I've
Is that what
had
you
them.
said? Oh,
I've had them. They're good. They taste like any berry. You know, like a lot of. There's so much funniness about fruit. Is so much of it just tastes like fruit.
but yeah, pitaya. I don't know what that is.
Never heard of it. Still, It kind of looks like dragon fruit, right? I think they just wanted to call it something crazy.
I felt so awkward because it was literally just her and I in the place, and then we walk in. They're like, "Hi," we're like, "Oh, we're just looking at the menu." Okay, never mind. We're not gonna get anything. Thanks.
I could see that, but at the same time, that smoothie place that we went to at St. Philip's Plaza when we went with your mom, I've had smoothies from there twice, and they were really wild, random stuff you never would have heard of. Because I like the random, wild, crazy stuff you've never heard of to try it. It was delicious. It was the best smoothie I've ever had. Bar none. It's just expensive smoothies, but they're good.
It's funny. I don't really remember them. I don't feel like I like them.
I think you got a normal one, but I got a wild one that had like little ginger bits in it, which you would probably hate.
Yeah.
But I loved, and so that's the difference. It was unique in its own way where it's like I've never had a smoothie, and I like to chew drinks. Like I like boba, I like chia seeds, I like to chew drinks. I don't like to have smoothies, if that makes sense.
Smoothies.
I don't like that. And so the fact that it had like little ginger nibs meant like every time I would suck the straw in, you'd get like a little bit of ginger, and then you would chew on it, and it was a good experience to chew on that and get all the flavors, and you get to like just experience the smoothie longer, basically.
Well, who knows? Maybe I'll adapt, because for a long time I was not a granola yogurt person. I was like, thinking of it, just I don't know why I was like so repulsed.
But I love Popeyes.
But I love Popeyes. Popeyes are delicious.
You're like, I'd rather eat an onion.
For real? No.
No.
I'm just kidding. No, I love them now. And I'm still adapting. I wouldn't call myself a picky eater, but there are just some things I'm like, I used to be so just, I won't eat it.
I'm the opposite. I eat everything. I've eaten brain, eyeballs.
I've eaten weird things. I've had eyeballs.
Yeah, I mean, you ate one of our bait fish when we were on
I didn't eat it.
Oh my, y'all?
I did not swallow, chew, nope.
This is back when we used to drink. She was like, I'm so hungry. And I was like, babe, we just got to pack up and get to the burger bar. She's like, it's not long enough. And she took the bait fish, just bit it, and was like, ah. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? And then she like spit it out and laughed. And I was like, I
didn't like actually take a chunk off.
It was like Ozzy Osbourne with the bat. It was wild.
If we were filming back then.
If
as
only.
good as we're trying to now.
Oh, geez, that would have been a disaster.
Still trying to be good with it. But.
Yeah.
Because we've had some moments that would have been great.
I like how this is just a food podcast.
We're chilling. We're vibing. Yeah. It's a good flow.
It's a good food
I really
podcast.
wanted to address the really nice comments that we were getting on our last episodes.
Cute.
Because I think
Are they about food? I'm just kidding.
Not about food. No.
Lots of good food.
I don't really remember what we talked about. Oh, how to get through a negative mindset. That was our last episode. Because I was I don't remember everything we talked about, but I remember being grumping. And then by the end of it, I wasn't grumping. And then we kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
But XTN Do said this spoke. Okay, I'm subbing now. Thank you for subbing. It's really kind. And the kind comment that really was like, I saw that first thing today. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
YouTube's usually rough.
Because that means a lot, because we really are out here putting our time in, putting our effort in, and you got a water bottle blocking your face. Oh. Yeah, we're putting our time and effort in to try to help people get through things and to be able to be related to. Just be like, man, I wake up looking like that some days. I mean, I rarely ever do my hair before I get on here. Just to say I go through mental health problem days, but I also have fun days, and just be able to connect with the person and see that, like, okay, they've gone through some things that I can learn from, and that's cool. Yeah. Oh, on that, there was something I was going to bring up earlier so we've been trying to make everything seem positive, because every time something really bad's been happened, something really good happened afterwards. Like I got assaulted, and then immediately we got introduced to go to some events that we could go record. Now, is that a major thing? I mean, it's not like we got paid a bunch to do it, but it's like, hey, we got opportunities. So we're saying every time something bad happens, something good happens. We've been trying to stay positive. And recently, little things have been annoying me again, just in work and life and stuff. And I've been trying to say to myself, if it's not going to matter in 5 years, it shouldn't matter for 5 minutes. Because if I'm going to be irritated at something that in 5 years has no impact on my life, it's like, why would I even be irritated about it? I may as well work on the thing that's still going to be around in 5 years. And that's going to be my relationship, my family, my health, my business. Those are the kind of things that should be getting my attention, not the negative negative emotions in the moment shouldn't be getting any of our time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it, truly, because like life is just full of negatives and positives. Like nobody's life is just all positive or all negative, even though sometimes it can feel like it's all negative. But that's probably just like mindset thing too, where you have to switch it. Because I definitely lived like that for a few years, where it was just nothing would ever go right. But I wasn't in a good mental state to pick myself up and like try to look at the bright things or try to, make myself happier to, be more productive or whatever. So there's just good and bad and everything. So I'm glad that we're noticing now, like, okay, this bad thing happened, but we can't dwell on it and let it now ruin our week. Or, sometimes it's okay to let something affect your day and take a day. But you didn't even take a day when you got assaulted. You still had to work and stuff.
Yeah. No, I had a lot to do still.
But then you still stayed positive. So
yeah, I went to the dentist that day. So, funny enough, somebody bit my head, and then I went and got my teeth checked. So, who's got the cleaner teeth? Me or the guy who got my forehead? This guy.
Hopefully, y'all both had clean teeth.
No, he was gross. It was bad. I thought I was going to get infections. Either way, beyond that, we just got to move on. And it's hard. I liked your analogy of the runner. It's hard to look back and see even where you came from and to be like, have I actually improved? Have I done things in a good way? And it's really easy to fall into excuses. I have ADHD and I rolled my car through 2 poles in a tree and I hurt my knees. And I used to be really strong with my legs, and I took that accident. I went back to work out at the gym, and I buckled under a squat that I would normally rep. And I just called that and said, oh, I have a reason I'm not good at these things. I have a reason to be worse than my peers. Mm-hmm. And that never helped me, because now all I was doing was gaining weight and losing muscle that would have helped support the joint that was damaged. Could I have said, oh man, the damage that I did to my knee, now I'll never be an Olympic jumper? I probably wasn't going to be an Olympic jumper anyway, but could I have less knee pain if I had focused on doing rehabilitative exercises for those 16 years? Instead of saying, I have an excuse to be fat and lazy, I should have said, I need to work harder because I have a problem.
Yeah, it truly is like a easy out kind of method. Like, oh, I have this like mental health and I have all this trauma, so it's okay for me to be this negative, bad, mean person and who's down all the time. It's just so easy. And I can just be like sad and not do anything. And like, it's like,
at least I have a reason.
I have a reason. I have, this is part of me.
But does that make your next day better?
Defines me. And then you're just stuck on, why would you want to be stuck on that?
Especially when a lot of the trauma that happens to people is when they're children or teenagers or, young 20s. That's when a majority of the traumatic events happen, injuries or other, that are very severe. That's when it happens. And if you think to yourself, if I'm going to live to 80, which is the average age in the United States, I'm going to spend more of my life than that time period that you've lived up to that day. You're going to live more of your life defined by that small period of time, or are you going to redefine the rest of your life? Mm-hmm. And if you say, well, in 20 years, do I still want this to be my reality? Do I still want to be held back? Or do I want to be past it and stronger and healthier, or whatever it is that you have a goal? Is that what you see? Well, if in 20 years you see yourself past it, then you should be past it tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying it's that easy, but I'm saying you should be working towards that and never use anything as an excuse and never define yourself as something that you're not. Even if you were the victim of something, don't define yourself by that.
Or if you have a disability or something, don't let that hold you back. Like, I remember having a boo, and she would talk about having a learning disability. So she's like, I can't get these jobs, or like, I can't get a job and move out because of my learning disability. It's holding me back. And I'm like, you're going to just be stuck on that now? Now your life is just done. You're stagnant. You can't do anything. Like, that's so sad. And I really hope, that's why I love doing this kind of content and stuff, to help people get out of that and like not think they're defined by something.
And you also have to imagine if you do have something where it's difficult for you to get a job or a learning disability, something of that sort, and so you can't move out. And if you're saying, I can't because of that now, when you have other people taking care of you, imagine in 30 years when they're not.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're older and now you're less healthy. So you can't even lift boxes as easily.
But they just don't. I feel like people just don't have good role models and good people to tell them, like, because I'm sure the people around them too also just
they enable that.
Enable it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, because they don't have anyone to push them out of their comfort zone. So I'd love to do that for people.
And that's a funny thing about humans is that we like to be challenged enough. Whenever you take somebody in any stages of life, they're learning to speak, you reward them for their first word, you reward them for their first sentence. But after so many years, you're not like, oh, wow, you said milk again. You know, you stop rewarding those behaviors and you make the challenge a little bit harder, but you don't go from, oh, you said, mommy, I need you to finish your college thesis for your master's degree because you said mommy, right? That's not going to happen. People need challenges that are attainable for themselves. And so when you find yourself in, I can't get any job and I can't move out, maybe moving out, you're setting too high of a bar for yourself and it's going to put you in a very stressful position. Maybe you could get a part-time job at a Walmart being a greeter. Maybe you could figure out how to be a bagger. There's some disability people as a bagger at our local grocery store, and they're wonderful people and they stutter and they have, you know, it's hard for them to communicate, but they still try to actively communicate with people everywhere around there. They're probably one of my favorite employees because they try to talk to people. They're trying to push their ability to speak to others and trying to push what they're capable of and understand that they have a setback.
That's great.
But are moving forward. So don't say, oh, I have to get a job and move out. Well, in 30 years, that'll be your reality no matter what, whether you like it or not. Could you get a part-time job? Could you maybe work on cleaning your room? Ask your parents how to clean something in a certain way and you can get a job cleaning something. You know, there's something you can do. Not to say it has to be cleaning. There's comedians with cerebral palsy, right? They're
options.
amazing.
There's endless options. There's people that are, you know, there's always someone like worse off than you. And then there's people that are like, it's really just yourself. You have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I don't know where else I was going to go with my
That's
rant.
how you improve. You just got to be uncomfortable. If you're ever just comfortable in something, and you probably have that feeling of discomfort. You're like, I'm so discomfortable being in this spot. Like for us, we do this to push our comfort zone. We do a little bit more. We keep trying to push our comfort zone because it's uncomfortable being where we're at. There's people behind us and ahead of us, and they're uncomfortable for different things.
Right.
But the best are growing.
Yeah, pushing through the uncomfortableness. I like that. I really liked you saying how, like, because of course, if you're stressed and you're like, oh my God, how am I supposed to make all this money and get my own place? You're like, don't stress about that right now. Do the first step. Just apply for jobs or
wake up a little earlier.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have a job. Do you get up at 6? Because I guarantee if you did one thing and all it was getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and going anywhere on time when it's open, you're going to get a job somewhere because half the employees that apply can't even do that. So if you can do that bare minimum and be polite to people, and if you're not a good talker, how do you think you get better? Do you think you get better talking by sitting inside alone, or do you think you get better talking by going out and talking to people? So,
and I hope y'all know this doesn't apply to just a one person. We're just speaking to hopefully anybody listening that this could apply to. And
that's why we've been talking about physical disabilities. If you're having trouble talking to people, if there's a bunch of different scenarios, and there's no one in particular. Yeah. And so we're hoping anyone who can relate to any of these scenarios and feel stuck can say, okay, I can get through this. I can improve. I can get better because I'm that person who's given myself an excuse. And if you need permission from somebody else to succeed, I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, nice.
You have permission to win.
I thought you were going to say you don't need the permission.
No, I give it to you. You have it.
Okay,
you got my permission to succeed.
Nice, because sometimes I need that a lot. Validation and like that I'm doing good and that I can do it. I need that a lot. I'm sure he knows that. I need that a lot. He gives me that plenty though.
And a lot of people don't get it at all.
I know.
And I would argue most men have never got validation or anything. So for all those
Do I give you validation?
Men out there, yeah.
Okay.
For all those men out there that are struggling and don't have
Or
somebody in
anybody.
your life. Yeah, anybody. You can do it. Something. You can do something.
You
Better than
can. You
nothing.
really can. Truly, truly. Nobody is like, there's no one that's like, oh, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to succeed or
win.
go after what you want. Not you.
Not you. Everyone else can do it. but you.
Everybody else. But yeah.
But not you. And is it going to be hard? Sure.
Like today, I have to push myself out of my comfort zone because it's really funny. I get really awkward and nervous doing stuff in front of him. Like when it comes to like being on camera and having to perform in front of him. For some reason, I think it's just because he's the one person's opinion I probably care about the most. I don't know why, because I go on stage, I do ridiculous stuff all the time in front of people. So I have to do a monologue or I get to do a monologue because I want to start trying for auditions and stuff for like actual gigs. And so he's going to be filming it for me because we got to use our professional camera, of course. And he's the lighting expert and the sound expert. So with our powers combined, we'll make the perfect clips for me. And so I am going to now spend our time after this podcast getting a little jazzy and then saying my monologue in front of him over and over again. Because, yeah, it's uncomfortable for me for some reason. Not like a bad way, like you make me uncomfortable. I hope you don't think of it like that. It's just kind of like a shy, like, oh my God.
Yeah, she does that and she gets embarrassed. And I'm like, when the camera's off, though, you're so. I'm not going to say you're so embarrassing, but you're a goober. But we're both
Not
goobers.
what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say like amazing or something.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Like,
you're
whoa,
amazing.
That took a turn.
That's what I was going for. No, but you're.
When I'm by
she is
myself,
great.
I don't know. I can just feel like being more myself. So I have to get used to that again, like just being myself on camera with people watching me that I care about. Or I guess anybody watching me, really.
Yeah,
I
because
guess strangers don't watch me in person normally.
Oh, we hope.
Well, like I film in public and it's no big deal, but I'm just being myself. I'm not like performing. This I have to perform. So
I must perform. I'm doing my Vaporeon voice. We
I
play
know,
Pokemon.
we're practicing a duet too, and he does the Vaporeon voice.
Which people out there are like, what do you mean Vaporeon voice? They're like, Vaporeon. I don't know what it sounds like. But we play Pokemon and we have Scarlet, and you can have your little Pokemon
We have
pal.
Violet.
Oh my word, we have Violet. But you can get your little Pokemon pal to go around and knock out all the other Pokemon. You just click a button, it like just runs up and it just attacks them. And we just wipe out entire squadrons, and we're like, I'm Vaporeon.
Entire families.
I will take out your whole family. You shall not survive.
Yeah, Vaporeon's pimp.
Yeah, our Vaporeon is brutal.
So we reference him. And we were practicing our duet yesterday, and he was doing the Vaporeon voice. But it actually kind of fit with the duet that I picked.
Which is so fun. I didn't know what it was about, but it did. And I was like, I just got to embrace it now because it's getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange one.
Yeah.
I forget theaters can get strange.
Yeah, theater people are weird.
Hey.
We're theater people. They play Pokemon.
Yeah, but
as
you're
adults.
a theater tech, so you probably think you're not as weird as the actual theater kids.
Oh, we were worse. We sign up to be near you people. Don't even get paid.
You're like, I could do this for movie sets or, like something cool, but I'm going to do it for these Broadway
The dorks.
people. Whatever. Hating.
No, my
Wish
friend
you
went
were
out.
us.
My friend went out and did it for Cirque du Soleil.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I think I had a friend, or not a friend, but someone I went to high school that also did it for
Cirque du Soleil.
that, or they were in France doing
Mm.
gymnastics, ballet, or
No,
something.
they were on the you know how when we were in Vegas they have the Cirque du Soleil show?
Mhm.
But they also have ones that just travel the country.
Mm-hmm.
They were on that one, the traveling one.
Cool.
So they were literally in a traveling circus. That's what these people are. traveling circus people.
That would be cool. If I didn't have Minnie, I would so do the traveling Broadway shows. I had a friend in high school who he did the Hamilton one. I was like, oh, so
Which
cool.
is crazy because I always wanted to, and it's so stinking. I didn't know how to find jobs to do this. Be an oil rig guy, where you work really hard for 7 months of the year. I couldn't find a gig. I don't know why. It seems like it'd be easy because like no one wants to do that job. I want to do that job, but there's
Wasn't meant for you.
there's plenty of fit young men who do want to do the job and they get it. And that's the thing is like I didn't know how to find it. It's not like there's a million job opportunities for it, but I would have loved that because you make unbelievable money and you don't pay rent for like 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
But now I can't do that because
I would not like that.
wouldn't like it.
No. But like, yeah, it wasn't your path, babe. That's why you couldn't find a job.
No,
But
that's what I wanted to do.
oh, well, what a great episode.
Yeah, weird turn. What are we going to talk about? So it's going to be
I know, it was like food
from
and then
fruits to foresight. That's confusing.
because we were talking about food and then what was our other main topic?
It was emotions and stuff and how you overcome things and how you can do anything and you have permission to win.
Permission to win. Food and forever positive. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we have to figure it out after we stop the episode because
This is long.
usually we try to figure it out after. We're like, what do we talk about? And then we're like, I don't know. Because we do this every day.
We do it every day.
So as soon as we say guffaw, we're going to figure out the title.
Guffaw. Okay, what's the title? That's quick. All right, guffaw, guys.
But thanks for watching and like and subscribe. We do daily podcasts if you didn't know, and see you next time.
And if you submit a comment, we'll read it, probably.
Yeah, and I did have more I was going to go through. So the ones I didn't get to, I'll do next time.
All right.
Love y'all.
Bye.